There are very few novels that I have adored as much as I did Brideshead Revisited. This was the first of Evelyn Waugh's books that I read, and I absolutely loved it. Being a big Emma Thompson fan, I did rush to watch the film pretty straight after. And I'm going to talk about both in little bits today. I'm not going to go into too much detail about one or the other. There's a lot that could be analysed in this. If you want to talk about anything specific with me, please feel free to email me. I'd love to talk about it in more detail. So I'm going to read the description from Wikipedia because it's a very detailed novel with a lot going on and a lot that could be mentioned, but these few sentences I feel sum it up nicely without spoiling anything. The novel follows from the 1920s to the early 1940s, before the Second World War, the life and romances of the protagonist Charles Ryder, most especially his friendships with the Flytes, a family of wealthy English Catholics who live in a palatial mansion called Brideshead Castle. Ryder has relationships with two of the Flytes, Sebastian and Julia. The novel explores themes including nostalgia for the age of an English aristocracy, Catholicism, and the nearly overt homosexuality of Sebastian Flyte's eccentric friends at Oxford University. So straight away, you will not like this if you do not like reading about the elite, and if you do not like reading about the aristocracy, which may be one and the same. And I think that that's really important because a lot of people today are completely anti-elite. And if that's your opinion, that's perfectly fine. But for me, I absolutely love it. And the fact that it's set between the 20s and 40s is perfect because that's one of my favourite time periods. This was released in 1945. And Waugh really captures the essence of that time period. It ticked all of the boxes with things I was looking at when I wanted to be immersed in that time period. And the description, the narrative is great. There's a lot going on. I really like Ryder and I really like Sebastian as characters. I think they're both brilliant and they both work well together on paper and on screen. But what makes the book version exquisite is Waugh's writing style. It's very descriptive, very immersive. I could not put this down and it's just perfection. I truly, truly loved it. So the film, the 2008 film with Emma Thompson, I really loved. And I have to say, although it's probably not as good as the book, in fact, it's not. It's the book, if I had to recommend one or the other, I'd recommend the novel because you will become part of it. There is also an 11 or 12 part miniseries that I've not sat through yet. Maybe one day I will. But the film from 2008 is good fun. Visually, it's an absolute delight. I feel like it captures the majority of what I considered to be the pivotal points of the novel. I feel like it portrayed them very well. The characters were pretty close to what I envisioned in my head. The costumes are beautiful. The costumes are absolutely stunning. The performances are great. So Matthew Goode plays Charles Ryder, and Hayley Atwell is Julia, and the fabulous Ben Whishaw is Sebastian. And if you'd said to me before I watched this, Ben Whishaw will play Sebastian Flyte, I might not have seen it. By which I don't mean I might not have seen the film, I mean I might not have been able to visualise that in my head. But it works. It definitely completely works. It's not in your face homosexuality, which I know some people may not enjoy that. But I don't think it's over the top, which some films do. It's very delicate, very tasteful. The costumes, as I said, are stunning. The scenery is absolutely just breathtaking. And Emma Thompson plays Lady Marchmain, by the way. And the costumes are by... I'm not even going to try and insult anybody by trying to pronounce this name. It's an Irish name. But she's done a lot of Becoming Jane, Love and Friendship, that kind of period drama costumes. The film is beautiful. It really is gorgeous. The setting's lovely. I think, as I said, it takes the pivotal points of the novel. Directed by Julian Jarrold, written by Andrew Davies and Jeremy Brock, obviously based on the book by Evelyn Waugh. I cannot encourage people enough to read the novel. It is so beautiful. Certainly, I'd say watch the film, but only once the novel has been read, because the novel is everything. And one of my, certainly top 10 favourite novels, maybe top 5. Brideshead Revisited as a novel is amazing. As a film, it's beautiful. Both mediums are great. Waugh is a genius.